really, really busy. I stood in line and I waited. I thought, I'm here, I've got my work boots on, I'm not going anywhere else, I'll wait and get it done. There was hardly any seats, and a lady says, come sit by me. We're going to be here for a while. So we did. We struck up a conversation, and she said, what do you do for work? I jokingly said, I'm killing myself. Because at that point I felt like I really was. She said, well, what do you do? And I told her. She said, have you ever thought about doing RESPs? I said, no. I'm not a financial person. I have no clue, no. And it wasn't even that I minded my job. I had a great manager, and I didn't leave her because of that. I was good at it. I was very good at it. But I wasn't appreciated. So she told me that she was self-employed for 23 years, and she loved what she did. Wow, and she looked good too. Now looking at my wrecked jeans and work boots, and she was good stuff. So we exchanged cell phone numbers and names, and we parted ways. I went to work and continued working. 2 weeks later, she called me. This is Linda, do you remember me? Yes! It was all I could think of. It was that God threw open the doors, attached neon lights with arrows, and said, this is the way! This is where I want you to go. And it coincided with my last day of work before Christmas vacation. So we met for coffee, turned into supper, she explained what she did, and I was blown away. Having a son that worked full-time to save for his education, we regretted never opening an RESP. So I got home and I was excited. And apparently so was Linda, because the next morning her director gave me a call, and I had my first interview in my bathroom. I was on vacation. So I got off the phone with him and I was excited. This possibility was so incredible. I couldn't even believe that this happened. At the hospital, of all places. So, moved forward, it was a very big opportunity. I worked full time, and I did the course at night. I got licensed in April, gave my 2 weeks notice, and no looking back. I was so happy that I walked away from that job. I was now a business owner. Now what? But I was excited because I was meeting with families and helping build dreams for their kids. That excited me. It was not packing boxes. That did not excite me. But I was terrified to walk away from a steady job to be self-employed. I also knew the rewards would outweigh the risk. Since saying yes to this opportunity, I went to everything I could. I went to every event I could. I learned how to network. I took courses on business growth, mindset, self-development, and I pursued a coaching certification with Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. I learned a lot about myself. I had many limiting beliefs. And I would sabotage myself. I would see some success, and I would sabotage myself every stinking time. So I had a conversation with myself. Don't know who won yet. But I realized that I had to change my mindset because I was believing lies that I thought defined me. And there were lies that were told to me for many, many years. So once I started changing that and started renewing my mind with good positive affirmations, I saw some real success. My true potential finally shone through. My business exploded and opportunities kept coming my way. And by saying yes to whatever event came up, more prospects to grow my business also came about. So what was holding me back? I'm a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. I endured it for years. My first memory was 3. So it was years. I wasn't protected from a man who was supposed to love me. And these beliefs were instilled in me as a young child. And they stayed with me for 40 years. Feeling worthless, used, quieted, shamed, and the list goes on. And I've asked the question why, like so many others who have gone through traumatic experiences. In this side of heaven, I may never know. But what I do know is I wasn't destroyed. I'm stronger. I've been able to share my story with women. My pain was used for good. And I've been able to encourage other women in their journey of healing. And my faith was absolutely an integral part of my healing. I was in bondage to anger and unforgiveness for many years. It was such a part of me, and I lived in bitterness, and I was a victim that played a role. But God gloriously stepped in, and he began deep healing. And layers started to peel, and it wasn't easy. I would envision these acts done to me, to a very little girl, and they were very grown-up acts. But God washed it clean. It was like a movie playing over my mind, and he healed every circumstance. It wasn't easy. But God. But God. Although I hate what happened to me, I'm thankful that I have a story that I can share to help other women who are grieving. And if God hadn't intervened, I would most likely be in jail because I plotted that man's death. And I knew how I was going to do it, and I knew when I was going to do it. I had such a seething hatred for him. But God, he showed me how I could love and forgive this man who took my childhood, who ruined my life. But God, I did forgive him. He's passed on. I am able to love him. But little did I know that 40 years later, even through forgiveness, the abuse still had an effect on me. I learned that 75% of our core beliefs are formed in the first 12 years of life. My first 12 years of life were pretty messed up. So I did a lot of deep work. And I discovered that I could not use my circumstances anymore as an excuse. So I stopped believing the lies that I thought defined me. I was absolutely worth every success. I was made for so much more, and I started to fully believe in myself for the first time. And oh my goodness. The power of a positive mind and thought will take you anywhere you want to go. I grew my business to be a top producer. My whole theme of do it afraid, it was do it afraid. Anything, do it afraid. I was never in sales. I was never in business. And it takes a lot of bold courage to take that step. I'm so glad I did. And I had a lot of well-meaning people that said, I don't know if this is really for you. I like to see them look at my wall right now because it's covered in plaques. Lots of well-meaning. But everything I wanted was on the other side of that fear. And I was ready to be a change maker, to set the example, and to do something powerful and wonderful with my life. I was ready to dream bigger than I had ever had before. And I'm on track to be living in financial freedom with the goal of supporting an organization that rescues women and children from sex trafficking. In September 2014, I had the incredible experience of traveling to Calcutta, India, to work with women who have been sold into and rescued from sex trafficking. Hearing these women share their stories was absolutely heartbreaking. These women openly shared how their family or their parents sold them to pay a debt. One lady told me she was locked in a room, only to be let out to provide sexual service. Let me say these women knew captivity, but now they know freedom. So I also shared my story of hope and healing. And I've not made that experience of trauma to their extent, but we certainly could help each other. Never in my wildest dreams would I think I'd be traveling halfway across the world without my family. Yet I'm so happy I did. It has changed my outlook on everything. And now I work with a purpose, because I want to help support this ministry. I take life and I grab every opportunity that will advance me. I don't wait for it, I create it. I've spent too many years being complacent. Now there's no stopping me. There's so much more than mediocrity, and I'm making my life count. My husband now works with me, and we're growing this business together. We're creating a life that we're lucky to live. And our son is paying his own way. He's the second year of Bachelor of Kinesiology degree at Media and Brotherton. And we're so proud.